What is multiple team membership? Well, think of yourself, you're a student. Sometimes you may be asked to work in a course as a group assignment. For example, you may work on defining the strategies of several firms together with your fellow students. And let's say that you have another course in which you also have a group assignment, which may be a different team. In that moment, you will be in two teams and you will be in a situation of multiple team membership. We don't know much about this, but what I can tell you is that you will not be alone. Because in the field, more than 80% of knowledge workers experience this kind of situation. This means that you will need to allocate your time to two different projects. You may have to fragment it, and not just you, but most likely your coworkers as well. They may be allocating their time, they may be fragmenting, they may arrive late with their contribution when you see your deadline coming. So what are the pros and cons associated with multiple team membership? Well, think of yourself. Let's go back to the example. A student working on two different teams. Well, in one team, you may have a colleague that is allocating not enough time, whose contribution is arriving very late, and sometimes the deadline is coming and there's no way to help things and ease things in that team. Well, if you don't have the possibility to work on that one because you're waiting for the contribution of somebody else, if you are in more than one team, you can always allocate your time to your other team. This makes you more flexible in allocating your time and also likely more effective in allocating your time based on the needs of your project. If the contribution on the first project arrives late, well, then you can always put a lot of effort in the last moment to try and make it before the deadline. There are also other problems associated with this. For example, once I met a consultant that was working on 20 projects all at the same time. Well, I still wonder how she could actually allocate her time and face the fragmentation of work that most likely was coming with all those teams. Fragmentation and difficulty in allocating time are actually the flip side of the coin for multiple team membership. It's very difficult to do this. And not just that, multiple team membership comes with a higher level of stress and likely also of conflict within the teams. Moreover, consider that it's not just one person engaging in more than one team at the same time, but likely also colleagues are doing that. So consider that it's not just you struggling with allocating your time, but also the people you work with. They may have many projects. You can also benefit from working with different constellations of people. This may make work more interesting, exciting. And if you get bored on working on one project, then switch to the other because your teammates may suffer from it. At the individual level, we know that having at least a few projects allows for a better allocation of time and an allocation that is more related to the needs, actual needs of the teams. It also allows to have more variability in your work. So if you're bored of something, you may start working on something else. And this also increases the morale, right? Also, it allows you to connect with different people, increasing your social capital. But then we know that when the number of concurrent team membership grows too much, there's the fragmentation that kicks in, and this within the strain, the conflicts, etc. So for an individual perspective, just be on a few teams, but not too many. Different people also have different perspectives and different preferences. There are individuals who really like to be on many teams, others that prefer to be on just a few. Just consider that it's not just you experiencing the challenges of multiple team membership, but most likely your teammates are also suffering from these challenges. So try and be nice and be very transparent about these challenges with your teammates and your managers. From a team perspective, having multiple team membership is actually positive because it allows the team to draw resources from neighboring teams through the shared connections. If you look at the whole organization, actually having multiple team membership seems to be more negative than positive. So, well, we do have positive effects at other levels, so use it, but don't use it too much. multiple team membership is positive when it's at low to medium levels, but then becomes more and more negative the higher the number of concurrent team memberships for individuals. So if you come from a manager perspective and you will be staffing individuals to teams, consider these challenges and consider also the benefits. Take into account that they will not be fully committed to any single project. This makes it more difficult to staff people, but it's worthwhile. I really hope that these tips that I've been sharing with you today will help you navigate the challenges on your workplace, and as a manager will make you more effective in actually staffing people.